We're going to take a look at the word blessing today. And blessing indicates God's provision for us, and it's His favor upon His children. And there's nothing wrong with His children desiring more of God's blessings. Psalm 119:58 says, "With all my heart, I want your blessings." So God desires to bless us in our lives also. John 1:16 says, "From His abundance, we have all received one gracious blessing after another." God loves to bless us. So what do God's blessings really look like? Well, in my life, I've narrowed it down to three categories that I've seen God bless my life with. The first one is what I simply call material blessings. These are the tangible things of the world that we can touch, see, use. And if we are really honest with ourselves, when we hear the word blessing, our minds most of the time go to material things because this is such a material world. But our desires for material blessings, which run very strong and very deep, are not all of God's blessings, but they are a major one. The thing about God's blessings with material things is He promised to provide for us. He didn't promise that He would give us all of our wants, but He did tell us He will give us all of our needs. And so we trust God with the material blessings that He gives us, that they are the best and what we need. The second type of blessing that I've experienced is through others. God will bring people into our lives at just the right moment to do just the right thing that we needed at that time. If you look in the Bible, this happens over and over again. Moses, when he was called to lead the Israelites out of Egypt, told God, "I can't because I can't speak very well." So Moses brought Aaron to Moses to be his spokesperson. When Saul was knocked to the ground with the light and blinded, and they took him to Damascus, God brought Ananias to Saul to give him his sight back and to baptize him. Even Jesus, as He carried His cross to Calvary, he'd been beaten and punished and hit, even He needed someone at that time, and God brought Simon from Cyrene into Jesus' life to carry the cross to Calvary for him. And then the third way that God blesses us is with spiritual blessings. And these are blessings from God that a lot of times come to us through trials and through storms. They're not always fun to go through, but they will change our hearts and our minds in powerful and supernatural ways. They're the greatest of God's blessings, because when we go through these trials and these tests and we see how God takes care of us and we learn to trust Him and to have greater faith in Him, then we have grown and become more for Him, and that is a blessing to our lives. Regardless of the way God blesses us, though, it all should end in with one thing, and that is thankfulness. We should be thankful to God daily for whatever blessings and however He chooses to do that, to bring it into our lives, for all He does and for His care for us. Thank you.